Yo, what's up, baby? This your boy Deontay the Bronze Bummer Wilder, and you're listening to my guys at 3-point conversion, baby. Yeah.
Start in the room. Anyone with questions?
Good to see. Jason, Dwayne Price, Mavs.com. What have you seen from Reggie these couple of days in training camp?
He's had 2 days of great camp for us. Picking up kind of a new system. He's been around some of the guys from New York. Hopeful he's going to ask questions if he doesn't know anything, which is great as a coach and also as a teammate.
How do you see him fitting in overall on your offensive and defensive schemes?
So I think he's very
Tim Cato with The Athletic. You've said that KP is going to be the starting four. Obviously, that's similar to how most starting lineups over the past 2 seasons. What do you think about KP as the lone big man and how often you could use lineups like that?
But we can go with a perimeter-oriented team, defensive team out there. So we can put KP around a lot of different guys, which will be fun. And early on, we'll do that to see what combinations work.
Luka's a medium.
I like that.
Eddie Sefcomavs.com. I was going to spin off of that a little bit, Jason, and it would appear on paper that 4 starting spots are kind of spoken for. How do you see that 5th spot breaking down with the big guys you got and maybe the small guys as well? And is there a breakdown yet in that?
Right now, center, but that can change. Talking with some players.
That they're trying to crack down this year on non-basketball moves when it comes to shooters on offense. Curious, how much of that is something that you address with Luka, knowing that that has been kind of part of his game or part of his strategy at points, and how much do you think that will, right? I guess that he'll help focus on that, kind of understanding where that fine line is going to be.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him about the new rules. I'll talk to the team about the new rules and some of the things that the league is looking, to take away from the offensive end of jumping into the defensive player. But I think the beauty of this game is that these guys have been great at being able to make those adjustments to rule changes. A long time ago, hand checking was taken out and the players made the adjustments. So I think anytime there's rule changes, players maybe, if you want to call it, struggle in the preseason, but by the time the season starts, they understand what they can get away with and what they can't.
Do you remember how you reacted to the handshake rule as a player?
I was probably happy because that meant I could be faster. Uh, but there's a person who works for us, Derek Harper, probably was not happy. So I got to be careful what I say because he commentates the game. So no, Derek is the reason why they changed the rule because he was so good at it and can control the point guard. So, but that happens, right? Our league, we go from no zone to now zone because of maybe Shaq, because we couldn't guard Shaq, and they felt that would give us a chance to guard Shaq, but that didn't slow Shaq down either. So this is just, I think also it's just to protect the safety of some players because there's players, they're leaving their feet and we're seeking them out, and that can cause, both players can get hurt. So I think that's the safety more than anything. But these players are too smart, man. They're going to figure out something else to get away with, to try to trick the officials.
Brett, I understand that practice was open today to be entertainment. That's kind of a change in what we probably seen in recent years. What's your philosophy behind it?
Practice is always open. NBA, NBA entertainment is part of the family. It says NBA for a reason, and so when they asked, I've always been open door policy. They've come to Milwaukee. I don't know if we were good enough for them to come to Brooklyn, but they've come to a couple places that I've coached. I've always believed if they show up, that means that you're good. So they were here at practice, and they didn't get in the way.
When you talk about Dwight at the 5, KP at the 4, is that defensively as well, or?
Yeah, I think Tim, when you talk about number wise, that kind of disappears because the 5 spots on the offensive end can be filled by anybody, and so that's going to be the beauty of our offense is that you can't just sit on one person because they're all interchangeable. You can have KP at the top of the floor. You can have Dwight in the slot or in the corner. And I think that just makes us harder to guard. Luka without the ball to start to play, and so when you see that 4 or 5 just coming from the other side, we always considered, KP a 4, and you would always put a smaller player on KP. So we'll see how that looks during training camp and then also preseason. But for media purposes, KP would be the 4, and Dwight would be the 5.
But then on the defensive end, I look at KP and obviously, I look at him as a guy who wanted to be able to protect the rim as much as possible instead of forcing him to play out space, guard guys out in space. How do you see that work?
Yeah, again, this is probably driven by matchups. If we were playing, it'll change. If you have a team that's big, if it's the Lakers, they're big. And so you could have KP on AD. I don't know who they're starting at the center, but Dwight or whoever, could, and so we'll see how those matchups are. Again, both guys will know the system defensively, and so it's more generated by matchups than who's the 5 and who's the 4.
Anybody else? Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.